Well, I'm very proud of my team. Man, they were special today. We talked about coming out of the timeout, or coming out of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, that we wanted to really, punch that first 5 minutes. Man, did they punch. I don't know that I've seen us play that well defensively, get out in transition, execute on the half court. Somebody asked me the other day in the press, what's the best complete game? That fourth quarter was really good. I don't know where the game got to where it is right now, because when I was going in the fourth quarter, it was 6-8 point game, and it just happened like that. Our kids they turned it up. They were locked in on defense. We were getting rebounds, getting outlets. We were going in transition. Jo was as good today as she's been in her career. 4 assists, no turnovers, 10 for 15. Again, 20 points, 1 steal, and the kid averaged 2 points a game a year ago. And she's our second leading scorer right now. And I knew she could do this. I knew it from the day I saw her in high school and tried to get her the first time. And she's just really playing well. She's another point guard. She sees the floor well. She makes great decisions with the ball, but I just love her attack mode right now. She was really locked in today, and when she's playing like that, the other person that needs to be up here is Jazz. She ran our team, 8 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 35 minutes. Had everybody where they needed to be all day, every day, all night. Just really led our team. They were really good in the press. We didn't get a lot of turnovers off the press, but I think it creates the atmosphere. I think it wears down your opponent, and I think in that fourth quarter, I just think things get a little tiresome, and we had no answer for Renia Davis. She was so good today, as I know she can be, knew she can be, and was proud of that. We just kept fighting. They're so good, y'all. I just have so much respect for Holly and that staff. I just, like I said, I don't know how the game got to where it is, y'all, because it was a nail biter coming out of that into the fourth quarter in my mind, and we needed to really go out. And I said, let's get a stop, or a stop, whatever it was, whoever had it to begin the fourth. And we got several stops and we got several scores. We executed. Our fourth quarter field goal percentage was 66%. So we really did a nice job, I thought, executing offensively, getting to the rim there in the fourth quarter. Just seemed like we had a little bit more, and our kids were really, really special. Bree comes off the bench and just plays her guts out. Just gives us another good defender. I don't know, we had 2 charges, two great charges. Just is a great help defender, but she can also guard on the ball. Made a big 3 down there in the corner to get us. I think that put us up 19 there in that run, but she's 5 out of 8, gets 4 rebounds, and really helps us rebound. So just a complete team win. I'm really appreciative and of our crowd. Just an unbelievable atmosphere for these kids, and they deserve it. These kids have earned that. A lot of them have seen the evolution of that crowd over the course of their careers, and I say it all the time, but that atmosphere, that environment, that arena is as special as any place in the country. And again, just really proud of our players.
Coach, you said a couple weeks ago that when Tiara gets interested, that you guys can be pretty special. And today we see her dive into the scorer's table and get on the floor. How would you kind of assess her interest level today?
Well, I think she shows herself on days like today how dominating she can be. She's had other games where she might have scored more, had more rebounds, but I just think she energizes our team. She energizes that arena when she's denying out there at half court, when she's going into the scorer's table. She's playing hard, and that's what I want my team to do. At the end of the day, she's doing what I ask all of our players to do, and she knows just because she's a 5 player don't mean she doesn't have to do it. And so she understands that, Jazz does that. I ought to be able to do it. Just because I'm a little bit taller doesn't mean I can't do it. I can't play hard. I can't deny. I can't go after a loose ball, get on the floor. and it just energizes our team. It energizes the arena, and really proud of her because, like you said, when she's locked in like that, I just thought all of our kids were really focused today. We had 3 hiccups, 3, and they all resulted in 3-pointers for the other team. Other than that, I thought we were really, really locked in today and focused. But absolutely, T doing those things, I think it also shows how unselfish she is, and she's not just somebody that stands back and goes, well, I don't have to do that. She does it. She wants to do it on a day like today, and again, it helps her teammates.
Hey, Joe, just what were your thoughts on the back and forth between you and Renee? I mean, both of y'all seemed locked in, and it seemed like y'all were kind of feeding off each other. One of you would hit a basket, and the other one would come down and make one as well. Just talk about, I guess, that challenge and how you felt like you reacted in the second half as well.
Like Coach said, Renee, she's a great player. Long, can get to her spot, knock it down. Tried my best to, have a high hand. She's just taller than me, so she's can knock that shot down easy. But I just felt like, I don't know, I was in attack mode. She was in attack mode. I think the whole team was really in attack mode. I really wasn't. It wasn't like a back and forth thing. It was just more of a we have to score and we have to stop them.
Bree, can you talk about earlier this week getting cleared off of the concussion symptoms and how you felt this week in practice, and then when you got an opportunity to get back on the court and contribute, how you felt you did?
I got cleared Monday, practiced all week, and I felt pretty good. I wasn't shooting the ball as well, but that was okay. The team and my coaches kept me confident. And today I just fed off the energy that my teammates had. It wasn't just one person or one thing. It was just the energy. We had real good energy today, so I just fed off that and did the best that I could to help my team.
Coach, you've had a few games like this, Georgia and South Carolina stand out, where it's close through 3 quarters, and in the 4th quarter you guys just explode and take control. What is it about your team that allows you to do that?
Well, I'd like to think that, they work really hard in practice, and games are easier. And I'd like to hope that we're in really good shape. We're in great physical conditioning. Marcy works hard with our kids. We demand it of them in practice, and it's kind of how we practice. The hardest part of our practice is at the end. And it's where you've got to be locked in, focused defensively, and we do a lot of defensive work, and it's not easy. So I think it's just a product of our system. And, they know I take great pride in that. And I don't like to be out-hustled. I don't like to be out-toughed. And if I think we're not in top physical condition because of the way I like to play, we like to play, they know I'll fix that in a hurry. So I think they just they're the, what they're showing you is kind of what they're reaping what they sow. It's what they do every day in practice. I tell people that all the time. You've never been to Starkville, or you never watched us play, you have no idea what my kids do every day in practice. You have no idea how long and the focus that we spend on defense. A lot of teams some teams don't even work on defense. I'll have to use that in recruiting against me. You go over there, you're going to have to learn how to play defense. Well, yeah, you're going to learn to play defense, and we're going to win too. But at the end of the day, these kids work hard at that, and we take great pride in that. I got 4 seniors out there. They know how to defend. They know how to guard. So I think it's a product of, what we do every day.
T, can you talk about your activity level today, another double-double you're adding to your total? And then can you elaborate on the number 3 and what that's going to mean for Coach Schaefer at some point?
Wait, the what?
The number 3?
3 blocks.
Talking about your 3 blocks.
Oh, I was about to say 3. Okay, so for starters, he made a deal that said if I get 3 more blocks in the game, then he has to run 34.
And she doesn't.
Oh yeah,
she has to stay because you got to stay within. When she blocks it, she's been known to be a little emotional and excited, and we don't want her to get in trouble with that. I don't need her getting any silly technical fouls, and so the deal is, if she gets 3 and stays off of that, then I'll run the 34. Now, if she gets to doing this or gets a referee and she earns that, then she gonna owe me 1. That's the deal. So that answers the question.
Yeah. And as far as activity for today, I just gave my team energy, diving at the balls, crowd gets excited, it excites us, and, just make us want to, go harder and just give the crowd something to watch and not bore them and put them to sleep.
How did it feel running into the scores table?
Yeah, that hurt. Yeah, it wasn't, the best thing, but.
She's the most flexible kid I've ever coached. I mean, if you could see the kid stretch, you'd be amazed at how flexible she is. And, 2 years ago, if you'll remember, in the Connecticut game, she had a steal and was going down for a breakaway, and good gosh, everybody in the arena thought she'd ripped her knee up, but she's just so flexible. The doctor said anybody else that they would have, but she's so flexible. She's just the most agile, really agility and flexible kid we've ever had. So, her making a play over there, it was padded, T. That scoreboard's padded. Scoreboard is padded.
Jordan, this might sound like a weird question. Did you ever run track?
Yes, I did. I did the 100, 200, and some hurdles.
Did you ever lose?
I did, actually. I did a couple times. I think the other person that I lost to was Malika Monk of Arkansas when she went to North Little Rock. She was pretty fast, so that's the only person, though.
Jordan, when you guys see T get on the floor and go crashing into the scorers table, what's it like in those huddles afterwards when you guys kind of get together as a team? What's that conversation like?
It's very exciting. We're excited to see our post players and our bigs go dive for loose balls and make big plays, big hustle plays, because, usually it's the guards, but they do it a lot too, and it just gets us hyped.
Along the same lines of what's it like after certain plays, there was a play in the fourth quarter where you took it was a wide open three-pointer, but you airballed it. T caught it and scored a split second later. I mean, is that just sort of symbolic of the way that fourth quarter went for you guys? Like, even when it was going wrong, it ended up going right. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
That was a pass first. That's an assist. But, yeah, basically, we always pick up the slack for each other. So if something goes off for one person, the next person got it.
Anyone can respond to this, but it seemed like the week off may have helped y'all kind of get some of that energy back. I know, like Coach said, y'all practiced, but it just seemed like y'all had another win, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it was good, getting us refreshed, getting our legs back under us. That recovery time is always needed.
Jordan, last game against Alabama, it looked like you kind of almost did a split and maybe tweaked your ankle a little bit. Any effects this week in practice? And I like the new hairstyle. What accounts for that?
Thank you. I rolled my ankle a little bit in the Alabama game and tweaked it just a little bit. But I've been in treatment all week, and trainer's been real good at helping me get it back right, and it showed tonight.
What accounts for the check?
Oh, I just needed to do something with my hair.
Did you do it yourself? Or?
No, I had a teammate do it in Rio.
So I told you I'd follow up with you today. Was this the most complete game of the season?
Oh, it was a pretty good day. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt that fourth quarter really makes you forget some of the things. I'm hesitant to say yes just because they'll tell you. It drives me nuts, especially when seniors are involved, when we have these shot clock things. We've had them all year, and I've got to coach better. That's the bottom line. I have not done a good job of putting them in a position in practice consistently where shot clock's going down and we got to guard somebody at the three-point line. And it's happened to us several times this year, and I don't want to have that happen in a game, and then we sit in here going, well, yeah, we had 9 points that we gave up on shot clock threes. I don't want to do that, and I've got to get better at that as a coach. But you take that away, man, this is as good as we've played in a long time. And again, against a team I have so much respect for and think they're really talented and really good. I just early when they were really good, we were really good, and we kind of answered each other. It was just kind of one of those, they hit, we hit, they hit, we hit. And then, like I said, if we can get to that late third, fourth quarter, I just feel like we're going to be in that in a little bit better position and have a little more juice and execute a little better down the stretch. You should with 4 seniors. That's the bottom line. So the answer to your question is maybe. How's that? Again, just proud of our kids. All right. Praise the Lord and go Dogs. Thank y'all for being here.